Sometimes it's the simple things that are the best, and today's recipe is exactly that. It is a crispy teriyaki chicken burger. Of course, this uses our homemade teriyaki sauce, and if you do want to know how to make that, very simple, just head to the video up there and it'll tell you how to do it. It's a 2-minute process, not even 5 minutes, 2 minutes. So go ahead and do make it. Next, it's really just going to be some fried chicken that's nice and crispy on the outside, coated in that teriyaki glaze in a nice burger bun. So I'll start from the back and work my way forward with our burger buns. Any burger buns you like. You know, that doesn't have to be anything specific. I like something that's quite soft and maybe a little bit sweet. So these are more the kind of a Japanese or Chinese Asian bakery style bun that tends to be a bit more kind of, I don't tend to like brioche too much, but a little bit of a sweeter bun for our teriyaki chicken burgers. It's very simple, not a lot of stuff going into this. I'll just shred some lettuce. And along with the shredded lettuce, a bit of nori as well, the seaweed that you would normally have with sushi. Just shred that using scissors. You could use a knife as well, but scissors are totally fine. Doesn't need to be exact or perfect, because we're just going to scatter this over our bun. It's perfect to offset the kind of sweet, savory nature of the teriyaki, so that toasty flavor of this nori is absolutely perfect. Of course, if there's anything else that you want to put in terms of burger fillings, you could try some cheese, you could put some onions in if you wanted to. All of those things are entirely permissible, but I'm just going to show you how to keep it simple, because the simple things are usually the best. Now for the chicken itself. I've just got some potato flour here. You could use corn flour. It's kind of similar to, I guess, making karaage, except I'm not marinating this first, because instead of marinating, I'm gonna put this into the coating, deep fry it, and then it's gonna be coated in our teriyaki. These are chicken thigh fillets with the skin on, which is my preference for a burger. You could use skin off thigh fillets if you wanted. You could use a bit of chicken breast, but make sure you're cutting it to an appropriate size, because the breast might be a bit too big for these buns. Just a light coating. And these are whole thigh fillets. You could cut them up and use pieces, but the buns that I've got are about a good size for a whole thigh fillet. Let's move over to the deep fryer. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is start to reduce down my teriyaki glaze. So I'll put maybe about 3/4 cup of that in here, and just bring that to a boil until it becomes nice and sticky. The reduction of the teriyaki is actually really important for keeping this crispy, because obviously when you take something that's deep fried and crispy, you put it into a liquid, it's gonna get soft. So you need to actually get the teriyaki so it's thick and kind of almost caramelly, so that when you dunk the chicken in there, it stays crisp when it goes into the burger. Now for the chicken. I wanna tap off any excess flour and then just deep fry them in this hot oil. It's about 180 degrees for maybe 6 minutes or so. So as soon as the chicken comes out of the oil, I'm gonna go straight to the hot teriyaki glaze. That looks fantastic. It's getting really nicely coated in that thick, dark teriyaki. Put that on a rack just to drain a bit. Now I just wanna toast the inside of my buns as well. Now truly, how amazing do these look? It's time to assemble the burgers. So I'll take my bun, and I really want to accentuate the buttery nature of the buns. So here's a bit of a trick. I just use a potato peeler, take a thin shaving of butter, and just drop that onto the bottom. A bit of seaweed on top of that, because the chicken is quite juicy and I don't want it to soak into the bun too much, and the seaweed actually kind of helps that. Chicken fillet right in the middle. And for our top bun, a couple of dollops of mayonnaise down the center there. A bit of sashimi togarashi, Japanese 7-spice, kind of a seasoned chili, just on top of the mayonnaise. Just a little bit of lettuce, not too much. I don't want to overdo it with the lettuce on these, but the crunch of the shredded iceberg lettuce is really good for any burger, really. And then a bit of bun on top. Crispy teriyaki chicken burger.